Are we on? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Microphone check. Lights. Cameras.
This is swanky. This is lifestyle. This is culture. Welcome to the social center of everything culture. Culture Daily.
I was just asking Olede how well the song performed after she released it, but well, I'm told that it did quite well in some circles. However, we're looking at how it will also perform here. This morning, I've been soaking some Blacko again. I don't know what this is doing me. The boys' music is doing me something. It's doing me something. But let's move on. Why, Olele? Do you have?
It's how Lenny woke up from her seat. You know, the sneeze woke her up to get to the edge.
Carry me go. I don't know.
Well, anyway.
Something is irritating my nose. So.
Yes, sure is. But you know what? If you get a brand new phone, it will stop. And I'm telling you that I'm going to introduce you to the all-new Infinix Note 40 series. I know that can change your life this morning. Amen. Charge up in a flash with lightning fast 70 watt charging or 20 watts wireless mega charge. So you can charge all your wireless devices. Now, talk about camera screen. You can also capture life's finest moments in stunning detail with the Note 40 series, jaw-dropping 108 megapixel OI5 Lenny, you're bad. Rare camera. Now, its photography is also redefined, features a curved AMOLED screen for the best visual display. Now, talking sound, JBL. You know JBL speakers. You know the brand JBL, right? Yeah. And so you can enjoy crystal clear sound whilst listening to music, playing games, and streaming your favorite movies or shows. Now there's good news. With Infinix Easy Buy policy, you can just make 30% down payment or a daily installment of 19 Ghana cedis, and it can be all yours. Isn't that cool? Gone are the days of buying a thing outright. Yeah, so just go there and get a deal every day, pay 19 Ghana cedis, and it's all yours. Wow, that's a cool deal. Telecel, which is formerly Vodafone, you can also get some free data package from them as well. So go to any accredited store or jump online via gh.xpark, P-A-R-K, so xpark.com. You got it? If you want to enjoy this deal, that's gh.xpark, or you can go to any accredited store and you can experience the future with Infinix Note 40 series, approved by the one and only Black Sheriff. Oh, look at that. So coincidental. I was just telling you about how I've been enjoying some Blacko. Yeah, boy music is good. So also two new variants for Pepsodent. There's a charcoal and the herbal toothpaste has been introduced on the market. The charcoal has got it's got natural charcoal in there, lemon, mint, and zinc. This will whiten your teeth, and then it's also strengthen them. And then the green tea and herbal extracts mixed together to give you the herbal toothpaste, which will also help repair and protect your gums whilst giving you an all-round cooling sensation. Pepsodent. Brush your teeth morning and evening with Pepsodent, day in, day out. Okay, now that we're done with that, now this morning's conversation, you know, we are in Men's Mental Health Awareness Month, and I'm very glad about how lately men are getting vocal about, mental health for men, and men being able to speak out on things. For many years, it's been a woman's conversation, which is fine. However, it looks like it's not going to be gender biased any longer. It's now also the men are being vocal. Now, this month, men are speaking out, drawing awareness to mental health. Off the back of that, we'll start off with a very interesting conversation. A bit of sports, however, it is translated into many quarters or many areas with regards to popular people, celebrities, or people who hold certain professional popular careers, and how they engage fans. At what point in time, still tied into men's mental health, at what point in time do you hold back as, let's say, popular person or celebrity when fans, either criticize you or critique you? At what point in time do you react? When do you hold back? Are you supposed to react because you're a brand, because people follow you, because you influence people, or in the spirit of freedom of speech as promoted by Elon Musk on X, when can you or are you allowed to speak out freely? This is going to be a very interesting conversation, but we focus on men as well. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the the show. Let me start off with a very interesting question to us all in the studio, and to you, our viewers as well. Have you had any similar? Olele, I know that you do every day. Have you had any situations where you've had to let go of your brand, and be it a popular brand or your values? Hey, see the way you wear shades and glasses there. Why somebody begs you?
Come to fire.
At one point in time, did you have to, if you can share instances, did you have to let go of your brand and speak as who you are, and afterwards how you felt about it? And in some cases, when you had to deal with the opposite sex, when the clapback came from, when the criticism came from the opposite sex, how did you take it? An open floor, my brother.
Thank you for your words, so sweet. Yeah, I mean, I've been in a few squabbles online. Most of the time, it's out of frustration, I'd say, that you have to respond to certain people's outbursts and offensive statements, and most of the time, judgment of you from afar, because people are dealing with a lot. You might be dealing with 10 different things, and somebody decides to insult and attack you based on 1% of the one thing they know about you. And depending on what your emotional balance might be at that time as a human being, you just want to say something and make sure that you've also got that off your chest. I mean, not to give any specific examples, from everything to people passing comments about your character, to things you might have done or not done, or expectations that they had of you that maybe for one or two reasons you do not adhere to those expectations, to petty things like you wear something and they make a joke. I mean, I think you said something about the VGMA, and stuff like that. And I think TGMA. I mean, it's just, for me, based on ignorance, that or naivety, that we think we can see Olele on social media, so we know Olele's life. We know what Olele is dealing with 24/7, so we can judge that. Today, why wear the blue trouser? But isn't it also
based on what? I mean, Olele, sorry, we are using you as a scapegoat. Isn't it also based on what Olele has defined online as who he is?
Yes. So you can attack Olele's reportage or his pressmanship or whatever, right?
But what feeds the reportage and pressmanship is the person's ideologies, thinking. So the person's a representation of whatever he or she puts online.
Yes, but you can attack the product of those ideologies, but not the ideology itself. It's like,
why can't you attack the ideology itself?
One, because
who feeds the ideology?
One, because it's futile, because you are not going to change anybody's ideologies by attacking them. And then two, it shows your own ignorance or your own immaturity. I think maturity is knowing that we are all different and trying to find that common thread that enables us to stay, friends and acquaintances and whatever. So if you think that I don't like the way Jay Foley is thinking, so I'm going to insult him until he changes his entire way of life, it's like trying to fetch the sea with a basket.
Okay,
it's not going to happen.
There are two questions that I'll ask after I hear Olele and Lenny. And one is when you just said the fact that you can attack or insult people till they I had something in mind.
So you can't attack their ideology for them to change, but you can attack the product of that ideology.
Okay, all right, sure, I'll remember. Lenny, I want to hear from you if you've had any instance, where you've had to. I think I quite remember one instance, but it's a long time ago, sometime last year or two, where you were actually trying to deal with an incident that you had to do a video.
Yeah. No, me, I can't keep quiet.
Humbly.
No, I can't, because at the end of the day, everyone is human. So when you sit on social media and you think that you see some people doing their duties as public personalities, and so you can just up and say whatever you want to say to them, when in your family, when they call family meeting, they don't even consider your opinions or suggestions, then that is really serious.
Who has attacked you on the show?
I'm just saying that it's unacceptable when people do that, because you should understand that for the public people that you see, they also have feelings, they also have emotions. Do you understand? If I don't like reply, I go to shake for my inside, like I for reply.
Okay, so
do you understand? Then I'll be okay, and I'm not even going to reply.
But isn't that so? Let me ask
way.
you, please. Isn't that part of something you are supposed to naturally train for when you know you enter spaces as become a public, figure? Isn't it something that you have to add on to? Because I'm raising that point with example what happened to Burna Boy and Shatta. And at the point in time, we all saw that some of the tweets and posts were being retracted and deleted. And then now there's that of Mohammed Kudus that also happened. Where he's put it out. I'm trying to go on his X page, but I can't seem to find. I don't know if it's deleted.
There's screenshots in the group.
I mean, no, but I don't know if it's still on his page. He's deleted. Aha.
So he's calmed down.
So that's what I'm saying.
Also because of the bashing and maybe how he puts it. That's why I was going to say that
he represents a bigger brand than that. It's probably West Ham.
Okay, West Ham may have
argued. So hey Mo, you got to take it down, okay?
Whatever it is, when I'm doing like the replies or clapbacks and stuff like that, I'm not going to do it in an insulting way.
Okay. So
for example, let me just give you a typical example where someone texted me on. I still have the screenshots. Someone texted me on TikTok. I think it was just like a random video, right? And I had my hair in white. It was one of my videos. It was a Valentine video that I put out last year. And then she says, "You may get one if you change your hair color." Then she laughed and she wrote, "Just kidding."
Was it she?
Laugh out loud. Yes.
Wow.
So I took time to go and check her profile, and then I responded by saying, "Just kidding. Your bio says heart of gold. I bet you have a mind of old. Quite backward in thinking. I hope your wigs help you get and keep a man."
She said, "Just kidding."
No, she wasn't kidding. You see, that's the thing that people
You are an imbecile. Just kidding.
No, people... Yeah,
just kidding.
You see, but that's the thing. People will say serious things and then use "just kidding" or "oh, I was fooling" or "don't take it seriously," and then want you to take it lightly, right? But it's not. If, because my hair is white, and then I'm just doing a TikTok video, it's even one of those, funny videos about Valentine and not having a man and all of that, and you come and say, "You may get one if you change your hair color," and you laugh and you write "just kidding," laugh out loud. If I also respond by saying, "Just kidding. Your bio says heart of gold. I bet you have a mind of old, quite backward in thinking. I hope your wigs help you get and keep a man." Because at the end of the day, it's not
poetry,
your hair.
Justice.
It's not your hair that. Yeah, it's not your hair that will help you
the whole poetry to respond.
Or keep a man. And guess what? She deleted the comment.
Okay, so let me ask.
Do you understand? So people just come up and I have a lot of.
Let me play the devil's.
I screenshot all of these things. When I reply, I'll screenshot so that you not come and tell me that you didn't see that. I have all of it here. I will screenshot it just for whatever. Because you don't know whatever mood you are going to put the person in with all of these comments that you are putting out. You don't know what mood the person is in. You don't know how deeply the person can take this and how it will impact their lives, not even in the now, maybe in the future. Like, you are hurting people and you expect that we should let you go. You remember what happened with Seligali and that girl that called her barren some time ago? The case. That thing, see, if that girl doesn't beg to an extent, people think it's just over, it's just over social media and stuff like that. But people actually take these things really seriously. Just before you go on social media and write whatever you want to write about somebody who is out there who you think is not doing things how you will want them to do it, just remember that they are human
but
first.
I want us to draw the line, the difference. In Sally's situation, I mean, that was below the belt. Now, I mean, that is of natural causes, is way out of this thing. But I want to bring it to these clapbacks, which has got like example, like in Kudus situation, Olele has faced a lot, where he puts out his opinion on matters, and then people come at him. Okay, so Olele, let me ask you, in your situation, where do you draw the line between who you are, what you'd have done in real life, and where do you draw the line on what to comment on? Because for all you know, it may be a part of maybe how you manage social media. It's for some persons, they want to respond to every comment. I see that in people's thread. You know, they respond to every comment and have time to react and reply.
me.
Yeah, you know,
reply to
other people.
every-
So
yeah.
so I just you first share personal examples and then your
I
opinion,
think-
and then let's take some people's incidents and look at it.
Well, so the dynamics of my situations may differ slightly with Lenny's, right? And that's because for me, it's with the certain fan bases, right? They tend to attack, and I use attack loosely here. They tend to attack because maybe a particular report or narrative or a particular tweet or post I put out there seems to amplify the negativity of their artist or their,
Because I saw your comment on
their
Kudus
champion. Yeah.
and the guy who wrote back to you about something he said about Kudus.
Yeah.
And then
That he feel-
you came back to
So what they do is, so I mean, I've been on Twitter before I became a journalist on Twitter, or a journalist as it were, and using the same platform. I used to be
Agenda boy.
that guy on Twitter. So there is no trick in the book I don't know. Okay? When people want to run an agenda or start an agenda, they look for the things that benefit or that more or less amplify their potency when they attack you. Right? So in this case, the Kudus situation, the gentleman decided to go look for tweets about Kudus and did a side-by-side comparison of my tweets about Kudus to suggest that I was being a hypocrite when Kudus is playing for West Ham and not showing the same love and support when he's playing for the national jersey. Yet there were tweets from me as far back as 2022 or 2023 that have obviously bigged up Kudus in the national jersey more than what he put out there. Do you get what I'm saying? So when that happens, that would cause me to respond. Right?
the receipts.
I'll put the receipts there so that everybody will see how dumb you are, because then you are just choosing. It's not like these things were not there, or I concocted these things. These things were there, but you decided to look for a particular one to run your agenda. All right, and you notice that on such platforms there is no balance. Okay, there is no balance. Like, people are quick to, remind you of, some negative, press or some bad press just to fit the agenda. But when you pull out the positive press, they're like, but yeah, that one today. But no, they are more focused on the fact that, previously you had a position and today you don't, because they want to fit an agenda. So such things will get me to respond, because if you've been able to go back, and I've had a situation with the Sac Nation and Money Funds. I've had this situation Money Funds and the Sac Nation. They think I am pro Sac. I mean, I told them that I have no problem showing my love to SAC. I've always expressed, my admiration for SAC's, what you may call it, achievements and whatnot. But it doesn't make me a manifest hater. It's the same thing with Shatter fans and Stoneboy fans. They think, because
I love Stoneboy.
You understand?
I love
Because
Shatter.
I write more about Stoneboy, I hate Shatter. When I did,
But that doesn't mean that.
It doesn't mean that. But you see, that's what I'm saying, that sometimes the fan bases also create some of these, situations. Because even with this Kudus situation, right? My point is, if you guys are saying we shouldn't criticize Kudus, then we need to apologize to all their use.
Are you sure?
No, I understand what
You
you're saying.
didn't get that.
Bro,
Are
you
you
take me
sure?
too seriously.
No, I did. I'm just
You will
saying,
die of BPO.
I'm just saying that if some people who are saying that we shouldn't address his piss poor performances on the pitch, especially in the national jersey, then we should apologize to Thomas Partey. We should apologize to Richard Ofori, who arguably shouldn't have touched the ball when the ball was going out for a goal kick, and then the corner resulted in us getting kicked out of the AFCON. I put up a video of someone actually laying a curse on Richard Ofori in his DM. Yes.
Crazy.
But when that video came up on the internet, everybody laughed about it. Oh, hey, Charlie Ghana for the hair. But when the Kudus situation came up, all of a sudden, oh, we should think about his mental health. We should think about this. Yes, we'll think about his mental health. But the hypocrisy is, don't make it look like as if that thing has not been, and especially when it comes to the sport of football. Football is a very sensitive, passionate sport. And like I said yesterday, it's like medical doctors in the surgical ward, right? The least mistake you do, people are going to die. And we've seen stories, not even just abroad, locally, how football has caused the demise of many fans. That should tell you how much of an emotion, how much of your heart is involved in the game. So when fans are, and fans will just be reactive on the day, and it ends there. It does not.
Kudus right to react then or not?
No, I'm all for clapback. If you think that
Thank
Charlie,
you.
you need to clap back.
Yeah.
But don't say that we
Davido
shouldn't.
bongo ideas.
But when I do it, they say it's too much.
No.
It's not too much.
No.
You
Davido
see, if
Bongo
you
ideas.
dish it
Davido
out, you should
Bongo
be ready
ideas,
to
for
take
example,
it
you
in.
have to. If you feel like you have to clap back. Do you understand? Because at that point in time, your emotions are being. Look at what happened between Bernard and Shat, like you said. It took Bernard's management team to, stop it.
Down,
and
yeah.
I believe if he hadn't gone to certain areas, because sometimes the clapbacks does not stay within a particular
Realm
right.
of the
It
conversation.
gets into a point where it becomes a direct attack on the person.
Yeah, people's
the English
wives
people
and
call
mothers,
it
etc.
ad hominem. That's what they call it.
And you're honey homo.
And then
Hominem.
you
Hominem,
move
yeah.
away from the situation and you attack the person. That is where the problem is. That is where that is where I feel like if someone needs to clap back on that, you need to clap back on that. But when it comes to, is that?
Shut up, Kwame
Dazi, for example. You
Hey,
move
Kwame.
away. You move away from they move away from the situation and you attack the person. No, then
Yeah.
then if
That's
you want
not.
to
That
clap
shouldn't
back,
be
you
the
clap back.
case. Yeah.
You see, that's the thing. Sometimes people are not able to stay within
And draw the lines,
the
right?
context.
Let
Yeah.
me force
The
Cyril
argument.
with a brand's marketing perspective on this subject that Ole is speaking on.
Let's go.
Ole said he's all for Clapbacks.
That is if
But-
you come after me as a person.
Okay,
And
yeah,
not- and
so
not
regardless
address the
product-
situation
if
as
you
it
come
is.
If you come at the work I do,
Yes.
and this thing, you are entitled to that because obviously everybody has got different. But if you come at me as a person, 'cause
And-
you don't even know me.
Yeah.
Don't know Emmanuel.
so-
Where do you know Emmanuel
Okay,
from?
so
No, and then you put aside whatever it is that
So-
we are talking
Exactly.
about,
You want to talk
and then
about
you
something else.
attack
Okay,
the
so
person.
hold on.
So wrong.
Okay, guys, no,
Like-
chill. So let me ask this question with regards to,
Crazy.
let's say you operate under a brand name like, let me use 3 Music.
Yeah.
Would it be right for a brand name to clap back to respond to, one person's message somewhere on something,
that one,
or the brand, should at a certain level should not
I mean, I have a
bother much
reservation. I
about.
need to-
So
There
let's
are
say, let
many-
me
there are
be
many
inclusive.
times.
Maybe like CNN,
Yeah.
Then somebody writes a comment under CNN's post,
Yeah.
and then CNN replies. The brand.
Before
CNN.
No, I'm just saying,
before
yes.
Cyril comes here, I don't know if you guys we couldn't do this on trending because the stories were done. Ghana Commercial Bank, GCB Bank, right? They had a similar situation last week. A gentleman put up a tweet saying that if you have money at GCB Bank, hurry up and go and check it because somebody has hacked into their system. GCB Bank didn't cross their legs and look you too. They clapped back at the gentleman. In fact, they sent him a warning that if he doesn't retract, the lawyers are going to come after them because they tried reaching out to him, they couldn't get him. So the best way to get him was through Twitter.
Replied that,
the guy
yeah.
put apology like 5 times.
Okay.
So that is me.
Okay.
If you ask me as a brand, that is how you clap back. You
Okay.
understand? You go through your press release route, put out a statement. You first of all acknowledge the fact that you've seen the tweet or you've seen the post making the rounds. You debunk it and then you put your call to action.
Okay, so there are various kinds of instances that will call for certain kinds of clapbacks.
Exactly.
This one, it's you touching on speaking on the product of the
brand.
of the brand, which a lot of people's investments are in. So when you put such a thing out, they don't want you unless you have evidence to it. Yeah. But I'm talking about the pardon me for want of a better expression, kwasiayufu. And I tweet that at you. Pardon me, please. And I tweet that at you, and you're a big brand. So I'm asking off the back of what Ole is saying. He says that he's for Clapbacks. You're a big brand, a global artist. You have millions of fans around you writing things and all of that, and you zone down. In this case, to Kudus, you zone into
Mensa.
Mensa,
with his 50
Yeah,
megabytes special bundle.
and 241 followers, and you bring your maybe 1.5 million followers
to crush
attention
to dust.
Attention, because you highlight the comments. Is it necessary, or do you walk away from it? Speaking from a brand person, I know it's very, very difficult to look at this, but
it depends entirely.
Oh
yeah, it depends. It depends entirely on the persona of the superstar or the mega brand. I mean, if it was Kanye West, Eminem, 50 Cent, hell yeah. 50 Cent doesn't care if you have 1 follower or 1,000 or 1 million. He will use a steamroller to turn you to dust and fart on you, blow you away. That's 50 Cent. And we know that is the persona of the brand. So 50 Cent is never going to be too big to address Mensa in Fantini. Baby, you understand? He will do it. But fast forward, John Legend is not going to do that. There's nothing you're going to say to John Legend and he's going to come down to your level and Jeff Foley, he's not going to do that. So it depends entirely on the brand. There are some brands that are radical and disruptive that you cannot come at. For example, you cannot go and do this thing to Red Bull. You cannot go and do it to Wendy's. You cannot do it to Old Spice, right? There's brands, but Mercedes is not going to mind you. Rolls Royce is not going to mind you. Then why are your cars so expensive and doesn't it just do the same thing? Ew, they're not going to tweet at you. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. You understand? Yeah, you're a little stained. They'll find some pavement and scrape their leg and move on. So it's and from a brand perspective, it depends on the brand. So what you see happening a lot more, especially since we've had social media and digital marketing kind of hit its apex in the last 3-4 years, is lots of brands are becoming personified, where the brand pages are operating like an individual. Humanized, exactly. Yeah. So what happens is DSTV and GTV can fight like two people on Twitter, and we love it. Where GTV was coming at DSTV for the broken imagery during the weather. I say, hey, DSTV is about to rain, you know. And then DSTV posts the Home Alone picture that Christmas is coming, you know. That's nice. They've personified the brand to embody the typical Ghanaian bants and teasing, but it's non-offensive. It's not insulting. It's not attacking the persona of the brand. It is leveraging on the human banter and the teasing, let's say above the board, the surface teasing, to promote both brands. Mercedes and BMW have been doing it. That's the difference. Mercedes will do it to BMW, right? The same way maybe Cyril and J. Foley will do it, and it's cool. But Cyril to come and do it to the 2-follower guy, it's irrelevant. Mercedes, Audi, BMW, Jaguar,
good. So
they will do it on their level.
So these brands you are mentioning. So what qualifies somebody, a brand, to at what level should a brand? I know that might be a tough one, but at what level should a brand then zone in to deal with?
If it personifies that no nonsense element for its core fans. So if it's, which car is a no nonsense? So I think Bentley, right? There was this is an old ad. It was a press ad. It's not social media, but Mercedes, BM, Jaguar, and I think Audi were squabbling about who is who and blah blah blah. The chairman of Bentley came in a full-page ad. I think I'll find it and share it for production. In a full-page ad, sitting in a leather sofa, premium leather sofa, in his nice suit with his middle finger up. You understand? Because Bentley drivers, like, there's Mercedes and all this level, but when you drive a Bentley, let's talk to Rolls Royce. You understand? But you guys, with your logos and your tables and things, like children's, we are old money. You get what I'm saying? So there wasn't even a picture of a car, no mention of horsepower, no mention of air conditioning and speakers and all the problems that make your BM and your Benz thing. It was affluence, opulence, with the middle finger from the chairman of the brand. Okay. Because the Bentley drivers want to feel like that. Because when a Bentley driver pulls up to a parking lot, he doesn't want to turn and look at his car. He knows there's no car. There's no car here. That's your small Benz and your small Beamer. They are not my mate. So that personifies that brand. But if BMW did that, and the chairman of BMW or Mercedes came and put a middle finger out on such an open market consumer brand, even some Mercedes people will be offended. Because that's not what we represent. That's not this. That's not that. So it's really about what does the brand represent. Nike is another radical brand. I think Nike was banned from using the word athlete or using professional athletes in their ads. They came together with a beautiful campaign that used normal people, chubby guys, right, to ridicule the embargo that had been placed on them, because Nike's ethos is what? Just do it. So the last thing you are going to do is tell Nike not to do something. They embody just do it, and you are telling them don't use athletes. If Nike doesn't respond to that, it kills their whole vibe of just doing it. So they found a radical way to do it, which was basically them taking a dump on the law. So it depends on the ethos of the brand. There are lots of brands that are neutral. Meton milk, I don't want to get involved in my vitamin D and C and E. Drink it and go. I don't want to get involved in any conversation, any bands. I sell breakfast cereal. I take God beg you, let me sell my cereal and go home. But there are brands that people buy because of the brand personality. They say Mercedes is for old men who want to just cruise in their comfort. They say young, vibrant guys drive BMWs. They say classy people drive Jaguars. So these are human
okay, so let me bring it to Kudus. Can we put that post up again? So what do you think? Because I'm sure Kudus has seen so many, criticisms and comments and tweets and stuff like that. So here is some of his clapbacks, and maybe do these accounts constantly, poke him. He says, "You people for talk Kudus the truth. He's not Messi, neither is he Ronaldo. He should stop doing too much and release the ball quickly." And then he comes and he writes, "Amasa STFU." 2:30, our own 2:30. Says, I think that
2:30 got an alarm.
Yes, perhaps you should come and tell us, react to this for me. I would like to hear if Papsi has spoken to 2:30.
You decide with that is you.
I want to get him. I wish I could get him just to react on this, just to find out what the state of his friend's mind is. I think the hype is getting into the head of Mohamed Kudus now, bro. Play the ball like you play for West Ham. What's FFS? Papsi, please join me here. It says nobody they beg you for hype. Sean the fool. Okay, that's harsh. Mohamed Kudus needs to be talked to. What kind of selfishness and necessary ball control is that? He says, come and talk to me yourself. This last one says, bro, you shouldn't have done that. Just ignore and be of your best. He says sometimes you need to tell them, bro, they sit behind keyboards and be doing dumb stuff. So okay, all right.
So this is where
Papsi.
This is where someone like me had a problem with, Kudus, because all of these things that were put out there were not attacking his person; they were attacking
his performance as a sportsman.
Which
he took it personal.
Which is everywhere. Do you know the kind of things Ronaldo and Messi have suffered? Do you know the kind of thing? And like I said, even when you just go back to the AFCON. They just ended AFCON.
Yes.
Richard Ofori. When Richard Ofori did that mistake, bro,
he had to pay the price.
What Kudus is saying? What Kudus is saying is small. Jordan Ayew. Why Jordan Ayew didn't pass that ball to Asamoah Gyan?
Yeah.
That's a Germany World Cup.
Yeah.
Do you see what they did to him? Asamoah Gyan, with all the things he's done for Ghana, that penalty missed to date.
I remember one time he was telling me a personal story.
He still even cries about it.
He said that Charlie, one of the games I think Ghana went to play, one of these West African games went to play. He said he had to use his own money.
Yeah.
Yes, he had malaria.
Yeah.
He was really sick. And he had his own money to fund the boys to return. Yeah, if with not all of that. Yes.
Andre Ayew, he has more caps and he has contributed to the Black Stars more than Kudus. He missed a penalty, a crucial penalty at one of our AFCON games or even World Cup games. Even that one saved, the no spare. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm saying that Kudus, where you have gotten to, you should understand that Black Stars in itself.
Yes.
Yeah, Black Stars. And I'm sure before you even joined the Black Stars, you were part of the people who used to bash the players.
Okay, hold on.
I'm coming. I want to learn. You used to watch how fans reacted. This thing did not start from. It's not like it's not starting today. The fans have always been. When Jordan Ayew gave us a hat trick or scored a hat trick, you would think that Ghanaians love Jordan Ayew. They're like, Jordan Ayew now. It's because Ghanaians are connected to the sport when it's being played emotionally at that time. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm not condoning abuse. I'm not condoning physical attacks. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that these things that Kudus had to respond to, if you look at the thing properly, he had nothing to do with an abuse on his person, or he had nothing to do an attack on his person. It was the performance on the night or the performance on the day that didn't sit down with the fans, and the fans have every right to react.
So
to
please
express their
think
frustration.
about an answer for this about the mental, men's mental health, and the fact that what state of mind could he have been at that moment? Because this is a constant clapback. But before that, give me that answer. I want to find out from the sidekick of 230 and
235.
It's 235. And his state of mind. Are you talking to him? What is his reaction to Mohammed Kudus? So that's Papsi. He's a social media executive here, and yes, he's always at 230, but he's 235. What is his state of mind? What is he saying? How did he feel? Was he hurt?
Okay, for the first thing I'll say is that 230 is one of Kudus' biggest fans. And seeing that comment for him on Twitter, I knew it was from a place of love because he loves him so much. And for him to see him performing like that was hurting him.
Can we put the thing up? I want to read what he said. Yeah. No, you're saying.
I feel like it hurt him a lot to see like his star boy play like this. So he felt like he just had to come out and let him know that, you are messing up on the pitch.
Okay, so he says, 230 says that I think the hype is getting into the head of Mohammed Kudus now. This is somebody who loves him. Would it be a fair statement to come from 230 like this?
Of course.
Yeah, I feel like yes, because at the moment he was just being reactive. Maybe somebody will sit back and say, let me just hit him backstage and let him know that this thing you're doing is not nice. But I feel like at the moment he was watching it, what he felt was what he just said to him. And I feel it's fair. It's social media. I don't feel like there's anything attached to it after this. After the match is over, there's nothing attached to it. So
since you're close to him and we don't have him here actually, I want to find out that did he at a point in time, that's 230, did he think about what the statement could do to the mental health of Kudus after or during the game? Or let's say after the game, when he sees this, maybe he's had a bad day. Do you think that he thought about it?
In that moment, I can't speak for him, but I feel like 230, that is where he works, and most of the time, that's what they do. They feel like social media, they have to speak their mind to you regardless. However, I think it's up to you. So I don't think in that moment he was thinking about his mental. He was just thinking about what Kudus is doing to him watching the match. Because he's passionate about the game. And if you are doing this, you're also breaking his heart. Kudus was not thinking about his mental health as he's watching the match.
Thank you very much.
So he's also breaking down watching you play like that because he's always supporting you and you're playing like this.
If I'm to hold brief for Kudus, don't you think that he was there to play for Ghana and not to play for himself as Kudus?
So if you're there to play for Ghana, then play like you're there to play for Ghana. Don't play like you're playing for yourself's interest.
But they have bad days.
Yes.
It's not about that. I think that everybody has bad
Jama
days.
230.
Lenny, I get what you're saying, but I'm saying that 230 criticizes other players when they go bad. So
that's irrelevant to Kudus, bro.
You get me? And so at the end of the day, if
I know, right? That's a very irrelevant
yes,
to
but
Kudus.
I get that.
But I can insult you because I insulted Mensah.
Everybody,
It's not that. I'm
Charlie
saying
Mensah
that.
the Tayao, Siri. Why? What Mensah do you?
So, but I'm saying that
Yeah.
if he doesn't do that for somebody he loves, people will be like he's biased. Take for example, see what they are doing to Kojo Sheldon. They are saying that he was bashing Partey, but he didn't bash Mohammed Kudus because that's his person. So that it can happen like that. So I feel like
that's personal preference. Honestly,
I feel like
if you want to bash somebody or not want to bash the person, also based on relationship, you may decide to want to do that or not. Again, I will still say that if he had kept out the Sean de Fou out of it and said whatever he had to say, then maybe Kudus would have digested it better, because there's criticism and there's insult and there's constructive criticism. If you want to criticize me and don't say Sean the fool. That's like, you are insulting me. So however I take it, it's like you are at war and then you hit someone's head or you shoot someone's head or neck or arm, and then you say that because you shot the person's arm, the person should also shoot you back in the arm.
Okay.
Wherever the person wants to shoot, the person
So let me ask you, so just still staying on this, it was a problem for Kudus to respond to clapback at let's say the people that including 230.
Are you asking if it was a problem?
No. It was a people took it up. I saw Bridget Otu's response to it and all. So I want to just flip the music here. Why should it be a problem if Kudus responds? And so so also just chipping in this, that why should it be a problem if brands respond to individuals.
It's not.
I think-
you
I
see,
think- I
there's a
think-
genesis point for every.
1 second.
Sorry.
Yes.
1 second.
They can't fire me. That.
People have come hard at Kudus for responding. Why did people come hard at Kudus for responding?
Because
does he not hold the right to respond?
He does. There's a point of genesis, right, where we learn about a brand by the first time they do something. Until yesterday or yesterday back, we have not known Kudus
in that light.
In that light, if Kudus continues this way, everybody knows that Kudus, don't touch him, he will come for you. Then that becomes part of his
the
brand
that he
personality. You see, a brand's personality is fluid, it's dynamic, it grows. Gone are the days where you're
It's
like
static,
it's stagnant
Yeah.
and static and all that. So we've not known Kudus to be like this. So everybody's like, whoa, son,
That's what the shocker is.
That's
yeah.
what the main shocker we are reacting to here. If it was Donald Trump, listen, even if you go on Donald Trump's timeline today, cry, we'll see fight. Because it's Donald Trump. If you go on Kanye's TL right now, or you open a website for news and they say Kanye something, you won't even share the link because it's Kanye. It's taking time for people to grow and acclimatize to the fact that this is how a person is. The main shocker now is that we have never known and seen Kudus do this. So now let's mark it down that, okay, might bite. The next time it happens, highly likely to bite until he gets to the point where it's do not touch. You understand? Because there's a lot of celebrities that do not touch. You are not going to go in, no matter how you feel with that your iPhone or your Android, you are not going to add 50 cents.
Imagine going after 50 cents. I was going to say.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have 2:30.
It's time for 2:30.
2:30. Sorry, I have to do it via like this because it was an impromptu thing. But yo, what's good, bro? I don't know if it's loud and clear in
Is
the
it on
mic.
speaker?
Can you hear me loud and clear?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, to our viewers, sorry for having to rouse it through this channel, but we just had to just quickly chip this in. So we are discussing your response to and reaction to Mohammed Kudus on X, as well as his response back to you. First of all, let me ask you, how do you feel about him writing back to you or tweeting back at you?
Actually, I don't think I felt anything. I was only tweeting about how I felt about the game. So when you're watching a match, in the heat of the moment, however you see it, however I say it, you understand. So whatever he said, I felt like, oh, well, he also has an account. He can also reply. So,
So when you saw his message, what ran through you? What did you do when you saw the notification? Because I'm sure when it comes from quite a popular account, you will be notified.
yes. Actually, a number of people said it to me, and I was like, so right now, honestly, what ran through my head at the time, honestly, being very blunt and being very honest, if you would permit me to speak tree, that was what ran through my head. It
Go
was
on.
like, into me, I'm making trees, that was the exact thing that came into my head. You understand? But I know what I saw, and I know how I felt about it. So why are you pissed about it? That's what ran through my head.
So how do you feel moving forward? Are you still a fan? Are you hurt? Have you changed the perception about him?
No, I'm not hurt. The thing is, this is how I move. If I say it, and right now, with whatever I'm feeling about Kudus right now is, if he plays a game and he does well, I'll praise him. If he plays a game and he doesn't do well, I'll bash again. You understand? Because I like him. I love him. If you go to my tweet about Kudus, you'll get to see that I've made so many tweets about Kudus. The players I really love in the Black Stars, Kudus, Ashimero. You get to see I write a lot about them. So if he plays good, why not? I'll praise him again. If he doesn't play good again, however I feel, I'll say it.
So you still love him, don't you?
I love him regardless.
Okay.
Oh,
Can you hear?
Yes, ask me. I'll
Okay.
ask you for him.
2:30. Do you think that if you had criticized in a different way without including the Sean Defoe, do you think he would have digested it in a different way and responded, much differently than how it went?
Yes, sometimes I think coming off strong sometimes triggers people. You don't know how people would understand certain things you say. Everyone has the way they understand whatever we say. So someone like me would understand it in a different way. He also understood it in a different way, and that's why he came up probably strong. But I think what you said is right. Maybe if I used another word, probably he would have not even comment.
Yeah.
But the whole point is everyone has the way they understand things. Everyone has the way they digest whatever we pass across, whatever information we want to pass across. So yes, maybe I would have used a less strong word and still he would have replied, or probably he wouldn't. So it depends on how he understood it or how he was feeling at the time. And so I think
still getting from a fan perspective, let me ask you, in the moment when you saw him play not the best of way as you expected, did you in any way consider that maybe the player may have some personal issues that's affecting his performance today, and you may have some sympathy on that, so to be more encouraging than critique the style of play?
Honestly, you see, when you are having a game,
yes,
we've seen a season at West Ham. He played so good. He was literally so good at West Ham, and we all saw it. We all praised him and all that. So coming back to the Black Stars, I feel like you transform that form to Black Stars. And if you would realize, the first game, he to me, he didn't play to how I know he plays.
Okay.
You understand? In the second game, the first half, it happened the same way. He came into the game in the second half, and he played so good. And told him he had to go. Do you understand? That is what I would see.
Okay, I get you. Charlie, 2:30, thank you so much. Yeah, we will see you on game one by all means, yeah. Yeah, I beg, some girl they call Papsi in phone. A girl say, he sent some text, say, I miss you so much. Last night
That's
was okay. I know that, yeah, and I'm coming back today at 1 o'clock.
Is it positive?
You soon, baby.
Is it positive?
Indeed.
Okay, well,
Yeah, we have some resources.
you have some resources.
I want us to check out some resources.
Okay.
So I don't know if Debbie is ready. My in-ear is out here. So
Yeah.
there was a band. One of the most legendary burns that I've seen brands do is Leeds United, Pizza Hut, and of course Domino's. And what happened was, I think Pizza Hut, Leeds made some tweet at Pizza Hut, and Pizza Hut made some tweet at Leeds, and then Leeds responded saying, they prefer Domino's, and then Pizza Hut came in for the grand finale, double bomber. So if we have that on the screen, we can put that there and check out just how savage the brands can be, and you understand what I mean. Leeds is also a very vibrant and vocal club online, same as Pizza Hut.
Yeah.
Same as so Pizza Hut says, hi, Leeds United, we've just seen a suspicious looking man peering through our chef's window. Can you let us know if you are planning to put pizza on the menu in the club canteen? So they thought they were making a joke.
Ouch.
And then Pizza Hut.
Ouch.
So
Can we go back, please?
Go back one slide. Yeah, so Leeds responds, we prefer Domino's, thanks. They don't take a week to deliver a tweet. So obviously, I think Pizza Hut might have delayed
By a week.
by some orders for them. So then Pizza Hut comes back with the finisher. Let's go to the next slide. It's a bit rich coming from a club that hasn't delivered since 1992.
Ouch.
And I think that's where the trend
This
didn't
one
trend
go
again.
Ouch.
You understand?
This one
And I
go
mean, look at the
enter.
numbers. Look at the numbers
Coming
there.
from a club that hasn't delivered
But
since 1992.
Before the walk too far, ahead of the World Cup,
Yeah.
we saw the banter between GTV and
Sorry, we can hear you.
DSTV. Yeah. I mentioned it.
between GTV
He
and
mentioned.
DSTV.
Yeah.
You
AFCON,
I mentioned it.
you
I
mean?
mentioned
I
it.
thought you were going to even show.
That was the AFCON, wasn't it?
No, I think she has the Mercedes
Yeah.
and the Audi and the rest. If she can put that up for us to look quickly before our time goes up. I mean, these things happen. Yeah.
This one
I
go
mean,
enter.
Charlie, listen, Pizza Hut just take Leeds way. They make shawarma with Leeds.
I think even with GTV, beyond the DSTV banter, they've actually gone after individuals on their Facebook.
Yeah. GTV, they don't tag
And people
GTV
were
now.
like-
Whoever, In fact, honorary clap to the GTV admin because I have set notifications on GTV's Twitter just for shaggy reasons.
And you know, with how they do it is very hilarious. Like, it's not like you are going to feel sad.
So these are old ads. This was back when advertising was savage and interesting enough. This is from BMW congratulating Audi. So it says congratulations to Audi for winning South African Car of the Year 2006 from the winner of World Car of the Year 2006. So taking one hand to praise you and using the other one.
You with the other hand.
Exactly. Now Audi responds, congratulations to BMW for winning World Car of the Year 2006 from the winner of 6 consecutive Le Mans 24-hour races, 2000 to 2006. So then after that response was the next one that came forth from Subaru. So well done to Audi and BMW for winning the beauty contest from the winner of the 2006 International Engine of the Year. So while the squabbles were going on between the consumer level cars, then Bentley was like, Ankolana Yeding. And then at the time, this was the chairman, just with the Bentley logo. No text,
no car.
Nothing. But you understand?
No car, nothing.
No car, nothing.
We don't even show you the car.
We don't even show you the car. The word Bentley is enough. And that's all they put there. So savagery has existed a long time in brands, but again, it depends on the persona.
The positioning of
because
the
this one, like
brand
they
as well,
Sabi, Toyota will not join.
Hey.
I have a Toyota. I love Toyota, but from a brand perspective, it's not the personality of a Nissan or a Toyota or a Kia or a Hyundai.
I think Toyota's response will be not to worry. We fed the whole world. We're not bothered about
the United Nations.
We're not bothered about a few selects.
Nothing for
Toyota drive forever.
Yeah, I mean the person who manages. I mean, we'll just give it up to the press. It doesn't really matter. But whoever is managing the GTV,
oh yeah,
especially on
GTV admin,
to a point where it became like a national discussion.
Yeah.
That they were like, yo, GTV is the station of the nations. And
they need to behave.
They need to behave. But you see, what people don't know is like what Cyril expressed or showed to us right now with how this is how brands win new followership. It's how you do it.
Yeah.
Okay, it's how you position it. Like for example, when someone decides to come at you without weight, right, and you respond with weight, you win new fans or new followers. That's how I've always seen it. Like when you come at me, I try to engage you to see where you at. You know, where your level of reasoning, where your level of thinking is, all right, before I even respond. Sometimes I just look and I just block because you are not coming at me about the situation or the context. You are just coming, that kind of thing. I know that, okay, you yourself, you're not correct. You get me?
Wi-Fi sharp.
So yeah, because I'm always open for like reasonable arguments. Like let's have an argument. And there have been times where I've had interactions with some fans on the TL and the fans were right. Okay, I'm like, oh, okay, Charlie, you know what? I see your point. I get your point. Vim, thank you for teaching me something new. Or Charlie, I see where you are coming from. And we keep it civil and we keep it moving. But the other fans who, when you engage them, you ask them a question, they're not like, hey, wow. They just take you to, they start insulting your parents and stuff like that. Like, nah, clearly.
People like that.
You don't have weight. You don't have weight. So I won't even engage myself trying to prove my point or trying to make it look like I am smarter. No, you just don't have weight. And I'll keep it like that. And sometimes too, you see other people who see the 2 points of view and you leave it on autopilot and it auto cooks.
Yeah. Yeah, people will deal with the person.
I have a lot of those on my timeline. Shout outs to my antiviruses.
It just auto cooks because Charlie is you get what I'm saying. But in all, I'm just saying that coming back to the Kudus situation, you see, football, and like I say, the context of the sport is very important, bro. I don't remember the last time I've seen fans of basketball or fans of even baseball, going at their
cricket.
Or even cricket. I've not seen that. But football, you see, it's because of the fans that has made this sport what it is today.
But basketball people, they collect hit too.
Yeah, they collect hit, but it cannot.
It's not on the level of football.
Yeah.
Bro, if Lakers no win ring, who is dying? If LeBron James gets like a buzzer
football from up and betting to do
NCR. You see, there are a lot of
the investment they inside.
Yesterday I said
Emotional,
football
financial
fans are like shareholders of the sport. the fans, they are like the shareholders of the sport. They are not just investing their money, they are investing their heart. And fans are traveling from afar and near to go and watch their favorite team play. So imagine they come from wherever they are coming. Look at the people who took a trip from here to Cote d'Ivoire. And some of them, it took them days. By the time they got there, Ghana was out. By the time they got to Cote d'Ivoire, Ghana was out. Now, is Blasters going to pay for their distance back? Who is going?
Your own.
Bro, so if the fans are telling, and I don't think the fans hate. This is where I want to draw the line. I don't think the fans hate the players. They don't like the performances they are seeing, because guess what? Their taxes are paying the players. You get what I'm saying? Their taxes are paying their players. So when they are watching the sport, they're watching the match at that point in time, and they're expressing their frustration. Of course, you need to allow them to express their frustration
without insults, though.
Well, that's why they're present.
Lenny, you see, the thing about football is, have you been to any juvenile football? He runs a football club. He'll tell you.
Okay.
Have you been to any? Have you seen there's a very popular video? CK.
No, because if you insult the person, all I'm saying is
football is 99%.
So if you insult the person and the person also gets triggered and the person also comes.
Lenny, are you thinking of betting on your favorite teams? But the odds aren't encouraging enough. Do you feel the money isn't enough for you to win? Well, no problem. BetWinner is here to sort all these out. BetWinner has a lot of sport games for you to choose from. BetWinner.com.gh or download the app. That's how you get connected. Instantly, you receive 200% bonus from BetWinner on your first deposit of up to 3,250 Ghana cedis. Easy. BetWinner has got the highest odds that will blow your mind. And if you want to increase your odds, your bonuses, well, use the promo code 3MUSIC, 3MUSIC. Stand a chance to get another win with BetWinner. Terms and conditions
BetWinner give
apply.
you 200% take Blasters. Then you take Black Stars
with your Kaswa land
your
money.
Last, this thing. Then Richard Fury go touch the ball, the team go corner. Then they score him.
Then like if I stay for them, if I stay for the Cote d'Ivoire there.
It's always good time to
if I stay there, land there, everything they're comfortable, make you marry, set up, make you just stay there.
It's always a good time with Ghana favorite more. But hey, guys, we are not condoning any form of abuse. We're not condoning any form of physical attacks. No, that's all we are saying.
If you think we are that kind of people, you are watching the wrong show.
We are not. Yeah. We are not at all. And sincere apologies to the players and even the fans who have suffered these things in time past. When it comes to football, is a very sensitive, passionate sport, and at the point in time, you cannot regulate the emotions that come with it. Like I said, you have a 200% bonus from BetWinner. You put it on Blasters, and Blasters will go and play draw.
Yeah, so much.
It's always a good time with Ghana's favorite malt Guinness, malt tasty goodness for you in a new Jeje can. It's the same authentic refreshment enriched with immune boosting B vitamins. So do well to grab an ice cold malt Guinness in our new Jeje can and enjoy a world of good. Always check for the Made in Ghana logo.
All right, now while BetWinner is making it possible for you to earn some money, waiting you go use the money do. You can travel with it, kind courtesy of Waka Now, because they're going to also help you save on your money, whether you're planning a trip for the summer or even later on in the year. So how you're looking at my head, don't jab me. Thank you very much.
How did you see me?
I'm looking at you. So Waka Now is going to give you unbeatable offers and huge savings, okay? Also, you get some sizzling deals on your flights, your hotels, your airport transfers, and also your dreamy vacation escapes. Plus, they also have giveaways every Friday on their socials. So just, find Waka Now on their socials and you will be good. All right. What you can also do is get on their website, www.wakanow.com.gh, or you can also walk into any of their travel centers in Accra, Takoradi, Tamale, or even Kumasi. And while at that as well, Lancaster University, Ghana, is asking that you get a degree from them if you want a British degree at a fraction of the cost. So if you want a vibrant student experience in a community that equips you with useful employability skills, taking you one step closer to the career of your dreams. Please head right over to Lancaster, because you get to enjoy all of these and more, plus up to 50% scholarship for your degree at Lancaster University, Ghana. Be taught by the finest faculty trained UK standards at their ultra modern campus. For more information, you can visit www.lancaster.edu.gh, or you can also contact them via email at admissions@lancaster.edu.gh or call 020-960-7008. Lancaster University, Ghana, the only British university campus in West Africa.
Well, I think we even forgot to just mention that also John Dumelo recently also did some clapbacks on his X handle.
But why people do that? You DM the person asking for favor,
and then
they come and bash them on timeline.
Yes. Well, anyways, enough for clapbacks today. The clapback we have for you is that please keep enjoying the show. We're back here tomorrow.
Culture Daily was brought to you by Malta Guinness.